Good afternoon. This is Tanisha Laverne Grant with Black in America. I am super excited to bring to the platform this afternoon Mr. Eldis Hodge, who is starring in Regina King's directorial debut, One Night in Miami, as the iconic Jim Brown. My God, Eldis, first of all, I just want to say it's so good to see you. The last time I saw you was a couple years ago on the
Mhm.
red carpet in Pasadena, I think it was, for the red carpet premiere of Brian Banks.
Yeah, yeah,
I interviewed you on that carpet. You are
yeah.
you're killing it, my man.
I'm just trying to keep the bills paid. That's all.
Listen, you
Nah,
are really making an amazing career for yourself. I mean,
thank you.
just one after the other, after the other, after the other, you know, just portraying these real lives.
Yeah.
Real lives are hard to do, hard to portray.
Well, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I have been really blessed with great opportunities when it comes to biopics because I've had to step in the shoes of really fantastic human beings. So I don't know what is going on in the universe, but I've just been really lucky. So I'm gonna
God
take
is
it.
good. God is good.
Yeah, yeah. By
God
the
is
way,
good.
outfit is killing it. I see we
Oh, thank
got the whole
you.
ensemble
Thank you.
working. You need some
Thank you
credit on
so
that.
Listen, you got to show up for the people.
Hey, yeah,
Got to
yeah.
show up for the ancestors. When they say, we are the hopes and the dreams of the slaves, this is what that looks like. You and me having the opportunity to work and exist in these thin air spaces. So, I just want to get right into it. Being tapped to play Jim Brown,
Mhm.
directed by Regina King, Academy Award winning Regina King.
Mhm.
Jim Brown, what resonated with you when you first got the script, when you're reading the treatment for what this film is about? Because
Right.
it really, for me, it really is about just four amazing men peeled back, just enjoying a night out, but tapping into some of the biggest controversial issues of their time.
Right. Exactly.
So what
Yeah.
resonated with you when you read the script?
For me, it was the nature of it. I myself I find myself in these situations often amongst my own peers having this very conversation. The necessity of it, the timeliness, the right nowness of it, because Kim did a brilliant job in executing the communication of the issues, what we were going through, how we were going through it without badgering people, right? He put the onus on these four men who were saying, we have these fantastic platforms. We have these resources. We are the resources. How do we use that to move our people forward? Let's have this equitable conversation. So for me, because I live in this, I found it to be a great opportunity to hopefully translate that to so many people who are asking the question right now. Well, what do black people mean? What do black people need? What can I do to be, an ally? What am I doing that is not contributing to the progress? And when it comes to the black culture, I found it to be a nice roadmap for how we can have that conversation amongst ourselves and fight for each other as opposed to fight against each other. How we can come together and disagree on certain things, but still reach the common goal together. I found it to be really a great example for how for the steps that need to be taken right now and things that need to be addressed, not just lip service, but how they really need to be addressed when it comes to equity and equality for black community in this country. Um,
Oh,
it's what again, it's what I talk about on a daily basis. So I was like, yay.
yeah.
And as far as Mr. Brown, I love the opportunity to show him in this particular space where he he gets to dig into what pushes the accomplishments. A lot of people see, the exploits of him being an actor and him being a sports phenom, and that's fantastic. Nothing to take away there. But what motivates that? What
Right.
drives the championing of all of these accomplishments? And it's him understanding the necessity for business acumen when it comes to giving that gift to his people. It's him understanding how he is treated and getting in front of his own value and taking charge of that. And where we meet him in this film, he's at that transitional stage. But I wanted to sort of take advantage of the opportunity to show him in this space as opposed to talking about the other things,
You did
because
a
now we get to see a human
wonderful,
being.
pardon me for interrupting, I
Oh
do
no, you're good. You're
apologize.
good. Please, yeah, cut me off.
Pardon, you know, what was so amazing about your performance is the way you humanized him in a very delicate way. You
Oh,
know,
thank you.
I don't think I've ever seen, he's so big, right? He has this big, amazing presence. And
Yeah,
just to see him soft, I mean, that one line where he says, you know, I better not get cut,
yeah,
you know, I was
yeah,
just like, man, listen, I definitely don't want any part of that. Did you
yeah,
get an
yeah.
opportunity to sit down and chat with him like one-on-one before you went into production?
No, I didn't. I didn't. And oddly enough, it was a creative choice.
Mm,
Not yeah, not to just to talk with Mr. Brown prior, because as an artist, I took the onus on myself to say this is the way that I would like to show this performance and give this performance to a degree as my understanding of celebrating his life. This is my um, work that I'd like to present to him in that space. But it was one where I wanted to be motivated by, the things that I researched on him in this particular time frame and how I was moved and inspired by him in this space. And I wanted to see if that reflected, you know, where he was and who he truly was. So to a degree, I just wanted to wrap up my performance and present it, and hopefully, hopefully he accepted what it was, and from what I've heard, he's enjoyed the performance. So I'm
happy, he's happy, he's happy.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
really did an amazing job. You did an
Thank you,
amazing job.
thank you.
What did you learn about yourself through portraying Jim Brown? Like, what did he teach you about you as a man? You know, living and existing still in a
Oh,
culture that undercuts and undervalues and dehumanizes Black men.
you
You hear
got
me,
cut
sir?
off there. You said, "What did he teach me about myself?" Still living in a
Yeah,
culture.
living in a culture that still undercuts
Hmm.
Black
Yeah,
men and Black life. You know, what did he teach you about you?
I'm not sure if I learned anything about me. Things about me were reaffirmed because
Mm.
I live, like I said, I live this life. I live an activist life. I work with different organizations. Um, like in fact, my other work, I'm a horologist. I'm a watchmaker. That's my other profession. And
Oh, wow.
I am currently I sit on the board of trustees at the Horological Society of New York, and we just launched a scholarship. We've had plenty of scholarships through the years, but we just launched a scholarship specifically for the Black and Brown community, for Black kids who want to come up and want because I
To learn
studied horology.
watchmaking. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That
So
is
there's
amazing.
so I saw the synergy in being able to take what you've done, spread that across to your community in terms of opportunity. And that's what I've been trying to do for a long time, which is why I find myself so privileged to be called to this particular work with this opportunity, because it falls in line with my purpose. So things for me were just simply reaffirmed in that I live within my own value, the perspective of my own value. I don't seek others' value outside of me. I'm not trying to fit into somebody else's world. This is my world. You will have to adjust because there's room for everybody. But there's a necessity to educate still. And that is where I become most exhausted. And most of us do become exhausted in having to educate the other side when the other side may not be working to educate themselves. But I cannot negate the opportunity to educate someone else on my value, because I don't know how that may affect them treating somebody else like me down the line. That is a big part of the responsibility.
Aldous, you've
Um,
done an amazing job. You've done an amazing job.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Jim Brown is happy. We are happy. The culture is happy. The culture is
Yeah.
happy. Continue blessings and success. And thank you so much for chatting with me, Tanisha Laverne Grant with BlackInAmerica.com.
Thank you, Tanisha.
Thank you.